somebody finally decided to show up to a podium, but they still have yet to answer for their crimes.
Hey, he just up there cussing
willy-nilly, right? Like
willy-nilly.
Grow up. You don't know how to speak in public, Tom Brady.
Hey, when you're older than some of the coaches in the league, can't you just go up there willy-nilly?
He's just saying whatever he wants. He doesn't respect live television. There are children listening, Leroy, and Tom Brady.
They won't say that. They won't say that about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Because wait, if Jalen Ramsey were to do it, right? Oh, he's on TV. He just swearing. There's children. What? They will not say that about Tom Brady.
No way. You got this Tom Brady cursing up a storm there, Marcos?
It's all personal. Everyone's got different situations they're dealing with. So we all have really unique challenges to our life. And, I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of going on. So, you just got to try to figure out life the best you can. And, it's a continuous process.
Let me ask you this. What changed from the time that he was 43 and 44 where he had a lot of bleep going on too?
I'll tell you.
I know. He wasn't hiding from a scandal. That's why I have a lot of bleep going on. Oh, do you? Really? What? Do tell, Tom. I have a lot of bleep going on. Okay, dude. You have a lot going on. Fine. This is, you know what? I could have been fine with that, Leroy. All right, nobody has the guts to ask him about his crimes. Fine, I knew that was going to happen with that sycophant Tampa media. And unsolicited, he said this, and this is what sent me over the edge, because now he's mocking you. He's mocking you and me and calling us stupid, because here he is, unsolicited, wasn't asked about this, he was asked an innocuous question like, well, what does it say about the Tampa Bay organization, Tom, that they can let you have this time? And then he brings this up. Listen to this. You'll know exactly what I'm pissed off about right in the middle of this, because he brings this thing up and now he's rubbing our noses in it. Here's Tom Brady.
I think that, since I came to this organization, it's been, it's just been an amazing experience for me to come to this place and be as supportive as I had over a long period of time. And, I read all these stories about all these different places I was supposed to go or could have gone. And I'm like, I only was going to go to, one place, which was here, and I think this whole organization knows that. And all the conversations that we've had over a period of time, I chose the right place for me. And very proud of the effort that everyone's put in to make the relationship work. And Joel's been amazing. Jason's a great friend of mine.
Enough of him thanking people and acting like he cares. Oh, okay. So let me get this straight. Tom, this was the only place you were going to go. This was the only place. So let me get this straight, dude. Let me get this straight. Miami Dolphins aside, because people will say, Tobin, you're a homer. You're being crazy about this. Okay, fine. I admit, maybe. But here's the thing, dude. If this was the only place you're going to go and you're reading things, and I put that in air quotes for our radio ones, reading things about where you were going to go, then why are your close friends on television, a.k.a. Rob Gronkowski and Dana White, sitting here and telling us all you are going to Vegas? Are they liars, Tom? Your close friends. Are you calling them liars? Huh. Interesting. What do they have to lie about? Because it's always an interesting thing, Leroy. They always say the cover-up is worse than the crime. So what do Dana White, the president of the UFC, and Rob Gronkowski, retired tight end, what could they possibly have to lie about? Would they be the liars? Or would it be a man who committed tampering be a person who needs to lie? You tell me. I don't have to say it. You tell me. You tell me. Oh, this is the only place I was going to go. I wasn't going to go anywhere else. Tampa knows that.
Hey,
I wasn't on a boat with Bruce Beal.
Why are you acting like this is new to sports? Like every time a team drafts somebody, you hear this. This is the guy we always want.
Yeah, this is garbage, though. We know this is a lie. This is an unsolicited extra lie that he's throwing, an extra lie log he's throwing on the fire. A rat. He sits there. Could you imagine sitting there in front of Tua like a rat saying, oh, you like it in Miami, Tua? No, I wasn't trying to take your job. You think. You liar. I was on The Masked Singer. Oh, sure you were, dude. I'm sure you didn't want to answer for your crime. It's interesting. All of a sudden, as soon as all the Miami media was there, ready to ask him about the biggest story in the NFL, Stephen Ross getting suspended, Dolphins losing 2 draft picks for your actions. For your actions, Tom. And all of a sudden, gone. Amazing. He's like Houdini, except with better hair. Also a miracle. How did that get there? He was balding. Now, a mane. Boom. I'm so mad at him. And I'm tired of him getting away with everything. Spygate, Deflategate, the front gate. Sick of it. Tampergate, Tampa Bay.
A lot of gates, man.
Bum. A 7-time champion bum.
Really?
7. You know what? Good for you. Your rings are built on a house of lies. And that's why I never wanted you here, dude.
Hey, not the worst house to live in.
It's a very nice house. It's a very nice house.
Hey, that 7-ring house was a lot better than the no-ring house.
No, you know what? Dan Marino lives in a house of truth, and Tom Brady lives in a champion house of lies.
He also lives in a 0-ring house.
Whatever, dude. He's got the Ring app. Bing. See the, who's that? So mad at Tom Brady. He just brought it up out of nowhere. Oh, I read all the things about where the places I was going to go, and you know what? I wasn't going to go anywhere. Sure, dude. And then, by the way, press conference over. Does anybody get to ask a follow-up? Nope, sorry, got to go. Bye. Psst. Out.
You're the worst.
Why am I the worst?
You are consumed by some of the most irrelevant things.
No.
It's irrelevant.
No. This is not irrelevant. The Dolphins were punished for his actions.
Okay, but look at where the Dolphins are. Move on.
Yeah, but they don't have a draft pick now for next year.
They have a draft pick.
They have 1 draft pick. They should have 2.
Oh, wait. Now we're complaining about having multiples.
We are, yes.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
This guy's actions are costing the Dolphins.
Let me ask you a question. You think that the league saw that they had 2 picks and took 1 away? If they would have had only 1 pick, you think they would have taken the picks in a different round?
Yes. No.
Okay. So the only reason why they took a first rounder because they had 2.
No. I think they would have if they only had 1, they would have taken the first round pick anyway.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I think they strategically penalized them because of the draft picks they had.
Okay, well, you know what, dude? Whatever. You know what? If you want to go punish a rich man because he has riches, fine. It doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying
and
that.
It's not. And it's because this Tom Brady can't keep his yap shut.
You think Tom Brady called him, wanted to meet on that boat, or they called him?
I think both. I think him and Bruce Beal, a couple of hobnobbers.
But what I'm saying is this. Does this happen if the Dolphins don't contact Tom Brady?
Well,
that's why they're getting punished.
Yeah, but it's not fair. He's in on it. Where's his punishment?
Does it happen if the Dolphins don't call him?
Erroneous. Where's the Raiders' punishment? Where's their punishment? No pun. Oh, Mark Davis.
They didn't plan a trip at MGM.
What are you talking about? He's getting deals brokered by the UFC president.
Yeah.
We don't even know who Bruce Beal is. Dana White's out here negotiating. Dana mother bleeping White gets to negotiate deals and Brucey can't. That's not fair. Where's the Raiders' punishment?
Dana White's not an owner.
Punishment? I bet he's got a side piece.
But here, Dana White does not work for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Look, granted, the Dolphins tampered terribly. But where's Tom Brady's accountability in this? This was the only place I was going to go. No, it wasn't.
I ask you again. If nobody from the Dolphins organization contacts Tom Brady or his people, are we even having this conversation? That's why they're being penalized.
I'm not going to let you do that. Okay. Everybody tampers. Okay. Everybody gets in here willy-nilly. But where's his piece of accountability for it? Okay. He was also tampering.
Everybody tampers, but nobody invites a guy from another team on a boat.
What about the second time?
You don't think it was a little too far? It's like, hey, he said, hey, Steven, Bruce here. Let me go. Nobody knows who the hell I am. Now we do.
Yeah, now we do. You're not the Dolphins owner anymore, or owner in waiting.
So clearly they said he was the initiator in this.
Bro, you know what they did? They Targaryen'd his ass. They sent him off like Damon.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Rossi goes, my heir is now my daughter. Spoiler alert. Damn it. Sorry.
So Stephen Ross is sitting on the Iron Throne?
Yeah, that's right. Take a break. Back after this. So Dolphins dominated. Looked awesome. You know, Tua.
I don't want to hear that it wasn't against the starters either.
Oh, yeah. Dude, kick rocks with that. Listen,
we dominated them all week.
First of all, the Eagles poisoned the Dolphins. Let's not ignore that. Like,
gave them the bubble guts.
Gave them the bubble guts.
The North remembers.
Had no need to practice against them again because they're like, they kicked our ass. So then they poisoned the Dolphins, and the Dolphins decided, you know what? Then we're going to play our starters in the preseason finale, and Gardner Minshew is going to be running for his life because he was running for his life from Jalen Phillips. Let's be honest.
I do like the fact that what'll give them time to get everybody healthy in the secondary is that pass rush. If there's one position that I would think defensively, and I know everybody's hurt in the secondary, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not even talking about that. But do you get the feeling that maybe this team could use like another linebacker?
I don't know. I don't feel so worried about it. I'm definitely more worried about any time Igbenogany has to be out there. Although, great pass breakup.
Dude, this is third year.
Whatever, dude.
And we're talking about 8 pass breakup in 3 years.
Good play's a good play. Give credit where credit's due. Okay, good play's a good play.
All right. Your first here. Let's think about this. When you go and buy a Mercedes, right? There's a level of expectation you have when you put out the money for that car.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
You're not going to celebrate a good job or a good trip in a car that you have bought because of, you spent on a car.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not going to do it.
Yeah, but.
So, if I spend a first-round pick on a player, should I be celebrating? Oh, good job, Noah. You were active this week.
Well, I mean, it kind of if the car always gives you trouble, but then all of a sudden,
but that's not what you paid for.
Riding a little bit, yeah. But if the damage is done, if it's non-refundable, for a few years, I got the lease, and then all of a sudden, it gives me a couple smooth rides. I'll be like,
you can still limit law it.
We can't though. You can't.
No, you can't. No, because he's been holding the clipboard for 2 years.
Nice little pass break.
Is there any other position in the world on a football field that needs more development than he has needed?
Well, I mean, yes. Did Jason Taylor talk this week on the game about he's got all the physical tools, but hasn't made the plays yet? Yeah, but he made a play. And you got to look at it like this. We all are writing this one off, right? We think, yeah, he's not going to be good. But if he's decent, then all of a sudden, sweetener, little sweetener on the defense.
Let me ask you a question, clown boy. Okay? Let me ask you a question. Okay? After you make me the bicycle, right?
Clown axe.
There is nothing that he has done for the last 2+ years that would lead you to believe that he's going to do something and you're going to think he's a sweetener.
No, you're right.
Okay.
But my point being, if this was a step towards getting things right, now my point is, if all of a sudden he goes from bust to kind of reliable, I'm not going to say star. I've written that off.
You would already know. You would already know after 2 years at that position.
He's young. He's only 22. You know, maybe it just took him a little. Some it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes you got to crawl before you can walk. All of a sudden, if I could just put him out there and it not be a disaster, it's a little sweetener.
You drafted him in the first round. You should be having these conversations.
Doesn't matter. It's
yes,
like
it does.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Remember with Ted Ginn? Okay. Everybody was like, oh, Ted Ginn, take him before Brady Quinn. Brr. But then it's like, okay, we know Ted Ginn, he's not going to be a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Great. But when Ted Ginn would beat the Jets with a couple of return touchdowns, a little sweetener, you know? Ted Ginn giving us some wins.
Here's the difference.
Ginn for the win.
Here's the difference. Ted Ginn has always been consistent with who he is, even in college.
Right, but he was never a good wide
Everybody
receiver.
said he was a burner, a guy you get the ball with in space. He was never a standard or normal receiver. He was more of a playmaker you get the ball to.
That's
fine.
And
guess what?
But he was taking where he was taking.
For 16 years, he has been that on a number of teams.
That's fine, but that's how
I'm not going to be mad at Ted Ginn for being who he was. At least he was the same player. You cannot be mad all you want.
You cannot be mad all you want. But the point of it being is he was not worthy of the number 9 pick.
That's not his fault.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying with Noah. Not his fault. He didn't choose to get picked there. So all I'm saying is if all of a sudden he turns it around and he gives you some better performances, it's a little sweetener.
Here's the difference, though.
A little sweetener.
Here's the difference. Ted Ginn was the same player he was in college. Maybe he shouldn't have been drafted and the 9th pick, but you got exactly what Ted Ginn was in college, right? This is not the case with Noah.
Yeah.
This is not the case because you look at Noah and say, oh, he's got all these abilities. He's got this, he's got that, he's got this. Okay, now he's got a guard, NFL-like talent, and he can't do it.
But maybe something clicks.
What?
Maybe. Well, we always talk about.
Out of curiosity.
Hold on, hear me out on this. We always talk about with Tua, the positive reinforcement of the coaching. Hold on. Hear me out. You hear about this positive reinforcement that Tua's getting from McCoachin, all right? Is it crazy to think that McCoachin was able to use his positive stick, bippity boppity boop, and all of a sudden, reliable Noah Benogany?
No, you know why?
Why?
Because he got the same defensive coaches that are going to pass the message along to Mike McDaniel. Hey, not for nothing, bum.
Hold on. But here's the thing. If Boyer goes to Flores and they're like, what's up with Noah? And Boyer's like, Flo.
He got to go. That's what he says.
Maybe.
Got to go.
If he says, Flo, bum.
This guy's a bum.
And then Flo's like, ugh, another one. Thanks a lot, Chris Greer. But now Boyer, let's hear that.
Flo for all of a sudden with DJ Khaled.
But
another one.
But all of a sudden now Boyer goes to McDaniel and he goes, what do you think about this Noah? And Boyer goes, same old story, McCoachin, bum. And he goes, let me talk to him. Bum. Let me talk to him. And he does this McCoachin thing,
Hey, I don't know what y'all think. I don't know what you think a conversation gonna do to a player, right? Last time I checked, coach could coach up a player all he wants. It ain't gonna help him run faster.
Dude, he made a big play. That was a momentum-stopping pass breakup. Got the breakup.
But it's not the only play of his career.
It literally may be the only play of his career. But the point is,
you don't think. Wait a minute.
If
if I say that about a player you don't like, you would be cussing me out right now.
Why would I like Noah Benogany? I have no reason to.
But I'm just saying, if I did the same thing with a player you didn't like, you would flip out. and now all of a sudden you want us to listen.
You ever hear the saying? Got to start somewhere.
That was 2 years ago.
Nah, I think,
Dude,
look.
It doesn't take anybody drafted in the first round 3 years to get it, except maybe at quarterback.
Okay. But
because think about this. I heard an interesting stat. Trey Lance has only thrown 400 passes since high school. Think about that. So
not a lot.
If you tell me he's going to require a little more development, I could see it. But okay. Noah.
Well, hold on. But Noah, counterpoint. Noah, very young gentleman. He's only 22. All right.
It don't matter. You know what more experience a bad player means? A more experienced bad player.
Nah, it's not true, dude. Look at a guy like Skylar Thompson. You know what? You see what he's doing. He's 25. He's older than Tua. Well seasoned.
Isn't he a rookie?
He is a rookie, but he's 25.
It don't matter how old you are. You think a 25-year-old rookie is going to play better than...
We all give Tyler Hero the benefit of the doubt.
How did the Chris Winkie experiment work?
Not great. Or Brandon Weeden.
He was a 26-year-old rookie, though. You sound like a clown.
I don't sound like a clown.
How old you are doesn't determine anything.
Oh, it matters, dude. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
Could be something, could be nothing. It's not nothing.
No, it's nothing.
Nah, it could be something.
Like, how old you are doesn't determine your level of maturity, first of all. And it doesn't determine your talent at the next level.
He's vegan now?
Who?
Noah.
He might ought to go ahead on and get a cheeseburger. I'm saying give him a steak or something. So, yeah.
It's exactly what you're supposed to do to a terrible team. Beat him 38 points. Beat him every which way. Humiliate
and I like the fact that you can tell things that are coming together pretty good because it doesn't matter who's in the game. The execution looked pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
You got to still have questions about the O-line.
One play. Big deal. Running game looked good.
It only takes
a lot of good. Nah, but yes. But you know what? It's good that Tua, nothing wrong with a little blindside hit to wake you up for the regular season.
Really?
You know?
Really?
Like
really?
Yeah,
You're really going to say that right now?
You always say you can't replicate hits in practice. So he takes a little BS hit, little blindside hit, and then all of a sudden, you know what? Feel a little froggy, a little ready for the season.
It's funny that you should use those initials because I had something else in mind.
Well, I'm just saying, nothing wrong with a little blindside hit to warm you up. You got to have some sparring, some true sparring to get you ready for the fight.
What? That's what I'm gonna start using right now.
What?
That's some blindside, Tobin.
Dude, I'm telling you, nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think Austin Jackson I think it was on purpose. He goes, let's get to a little bit of a little worky work here.
Really?
I'm not going to sit here and complain about the one. This is like a Leroy Horde special. You win 60-0, 4th and 1. You win 48-10. Yeah, but that Austin Jackson, woof.
Let me explain. Hold on. I got this. Let me explain something to you, clown boy. Right?
Wow.
That first of all, anytime you see an issue with an area of concern, you can't just shrug it off.
I'm not saying
So hold on. So when any team is unsure about running backs or the running game, and I see a play where they can't get 4th and 1, that means the concern is still there.
Okay.
If I have a question about the O-line, which we've had for a couple of years now, right? And I see a swinging gate and the quarterback get crushed, keep in mind, the same area where he got crushed and broke ribs last year.
Only sack of the game, though, dude. Come on.
Then I'm still having concerns.
All right, but to me, it feels like you're being a party pooper because it ignores all the good.
And you know what it sounds like? it sounds like you weren't on that field taking that blindside hit. So that's why you can be positive.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing
Yeah,
for Tua to
it's a
take a
good thing.
blindside
It's a
hit.
good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling that way. All right.
Yeah. Nothing wrong.
And all I'm saying is this. You still raise an eyebrow and wonder, hey, are we, what's going on?
I think when Austin Jackson gets there and he goes, Tua, sorry about that. And he goes, nothing wrong, my man. I feel alive.
Really?
Yep.
Because that's when Vinny threw me that tear duck out in the flat and I broke my ribs. That's not what I was thinking. Hell. Like, it's all fun and games till somebody get hurt because you didn't do your job.
I think you're overreacting to this.
Am I? So show of hands. It's 3 of us.
Sure.
There's no questions about the offensive line now?
I'm confident. Oh, what is the question that I have to raise my hand for?
Are you confident in the offensive line of the Miami Dolphins?
Raise your hand. So just so we're clear, raise your hand if you're confident.
Right.
Okay. Raise your hand. Marcos?
I'm halfway. I'm not
halfway. You're out.
Yeah, I gotta see more.
Dude,
yes,
most people, hold on,
exactly.
Let me get this straight.
When you think everything's going good and then a guy that was a swinging gate gives up a swinging gate play, then you go, oh, well, maybe we ain't there yet.
Hold on. But nobody would say right now the offensive line is the top concern on the team, would they? I feel like it's been a pretty quiet preseason.
I think the top concern.
Whoa. Oh,
okay.
Right.
I think the top concern would be running back and linebacker. Maybe
really?
depth in the secondary.
I think depth in the secondary is my number one concern.
But I'm not overly I feel more secure about the depth in the secondary than I do about the offensive line.
I mean, if anybody doesn't believe in the offensive line, speak now or forever hold your peace. Like 786-360-079. Yeah, besides you though, because this is your move. Leroy concern. I should call it. It should be called Leroy Horde's book. Should be Concerns from a Blowout Win.
Hey,
Chapter 1.
Fourth and 1.
Chapter 4th and 1.
Has there anybody who's been more supportive of Tua than me?
This isn't a Tua concern, though. You didn't say it was a Tua thing.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you saying I'm always negative, but I'll take the situation where people were most negative throughout the country, and I was probably one of the more positive guys.
You're twisting what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying you're always negative. I'm saying your move is to bring up concerns when we're at our happiest, and I don't like that. Why can't you just be part of the party right now? Why can't we just be on a float? Just be, having a good time, throwing out the birthday cake like Fat James Harden on his yacht.
So what you're saying is that if the team wins by 38, you shouldn't be concerned with anything during the game that happened. In fact, some coaches would say it's easier to correct issues when you win by 38 points.
Right, and you're making it seem like you can't correct it. You're like, I ain't getting fixed.
I mean, now we've been watching the same guys for 3 years.
Hold on, 786-360-079. Hey, what's up, man? Turn your radio off. What's your name?
Omar.
Hey, what's up, Omar? You concerned with this offensive line?
I think Leroy needs to watch the Baldy breakdown on YouTube on the Dolphins game versus the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
He specifically shows how, and he says it at the end, it doesn't matter so much about the O-line. This Mike McDaniel scheme, when it comes to running and blocking, you can put anybody out there. And I'm not saying anybody, but you can put some average guys out there, and they'll look like Pro Bowlers.
How about that, Leroy? Baldy.
I've also said that.
Wow,
Baldy said it on YouTube. I said, hold on. One of the first things I said about the run game and the protection was the scheme that they use will help this offensive line out immensely. That was the first thing I said. Is it not? Now we're waiting till 5 months later and we're following what Baldy had to say on YouTube. I've been telling you this all summer. The hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Does he point with the finger on the YouTube?
No, I'm not buying this. Y'all been hearing this all summer. So stop.
Wow.
Act like you surprised that somebody said that. I've been telling you this garbage for the last 5 months.
Evan
Get
Lemon
out
says
of here.
lashing out at Baldinger.
I'm not lashing out at him. I'm lashing out of our supporters who acted like that's the first time they heard that.
I know, but Baldy has the film. Like, I've seen these Baldy
You
breakdowns.
don't need film. I've told you.
Man. Baldy's pretty good though.
Did Baldy bring this up in the middle of a 48-10 win, or did he just let it slide? I'd like to know. Get
Bums.
Baldy on the phone.
Bums.
Sure.
Bums. Bum.
Bumdinger.
You guys don't listen. You don't listen. You got a person, you got access to a person that knows what's going on, and you don't listen. You know why? It's your fault, Tobin. It's your fault. You know why? Because we come in, we do this show, we yuck it up every day. All the laughs, all the jokey jokes, with somebody giving them some information that they could use to better understand their team. They're not listening because they're looking for the jokey joke. Now I got to hear Baldy on YouTube. Baldy's on YouTube breaking it down for you.
He does break it down, though.
Break it down for you, guys mock me and laugh at me.
Wow.
No, but Baldy's pretty good though.
Mr. Grip says Leroy needs
Stop
some
it.
cocoa butter for all that lash.
And you know what's funny about that comment right there? Right? I know what he's saying. But his avatar is a white dude.
Well,
White dudes don't know about Ash. So that makes it even funnier, especially from my perspective. Right?
Notice he
That's
chose
what
cocoa
makes
butter.
it funny.
Didn't choose lotion. It said cocoa butter.
Cocoa. You're right. Cocoa butter.
Can we get Baldy on the show to break down
No!
some football?
No. We don't need Baldy. You got Leroy. You don't appreciate what I bring to the table.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Because I'm with Make Me a Bicycle Clown. That's
Wow.
why.
Is this why you go on Zach Gelb?
No. I go on Zach Gelb.
Zach Gelb appreciates your football knowledge, and I don't.
Yes, he does. You don't. You don't. Look, I break it down for you. I tell you what's going on, how it's put together, the plans. I tell you about the quarterback. I tell you about all that, right? And what does this guy do? He actually says that the dude on YouTube who said the same thing that you said, I listened to him.